now going to give the floor to the National Indian Health Board.
Daichil Sla, Jen Procter-Andrews Sinsanu, Coquille Ka'u. Hello, friends and cousins. I'm Jen Procter-Andrews, Vice Chair of the Coquille Indian Tribe and member of the Indigenous Determinants of Health Alliance. According to the 2022 United States Federal Indian Boarding School Initiative Investigative Report, despite differences in operation, management, and funding, the United States recognized that the federal Indian boarding school system was central to Indian territorial dispossession and Indian assimilation. Federal Indian boarding schools, quote, were designed to separate a child from his reservation and family, strip him of his tribal lore and mores, force the complete abandonment of his native language, and prepare him for never again returning to his people. Setting aside the multiple human rights violations that many of my Coquille ancestors suffered in this statement, we are left with proof that with sufficient motivation, entities with differences in operation, management, and funding sources can systemically work toward unified goals. The UN agencies, the UN Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues, and expert mechanism have starkly different goals than the United States government did during the boarding school era, and we are grateful for your work. However, despite the ongoing human rights violations clearly affecting the health of Indigenous peoples, the current state of interagency coordination between UN bodies has yet to prove the motivation exists to consider Indigenous health a critical human rights issue. I might mention that the states have yet to prove that motivation as well. Indigenous health is an indicator of global human and planetary health, and if we do not exemplify the motivation equal to the actors that violate our rights, how will we succeed in ensuring Indigenous and planetary health are preserved for our future? The boarding school era is our history, but the adverse health outcomes and systemic marginalization of our people continues wearing the modern-day mask of policy and legislation. Our people are not stakeholders. We are recognized as distinct rights holders under federal and international law, and all plans and recommendations shall respect our right to actionable terms, including rights to self-determination, lands, territories, language, culture, data sovereignty, and traditional foods and medicine systems. We ask you to implement General Recommendation number 39 in the WHO Global Plan of Action consistent with Indigenous peoples' rights as outlined in UNDRIP with binding obligations, accountability mechanisms, and Indigenous-led governance structures. Du Pla Du Glagak, we are still here.